Thank you. I want to say that this is an extraordinary day for Parliament. There were two issues with respect to the Winnipeg labs and questions that existed there. One is the fundamental importance of Parliament being able to have access to documents that it wants to see, that it has the opportunity to have all the information it needs to make an informed decision. The second is the responsibility of the government to ensure that documents are handled in an appropriate way, that we don't see an infringement on items like national security that could jeopardize our nation's security or indeed operations to keep Canadians safe. I think this is an extremely important move forward. I would indicate that this is actually predicated on, in 2010, the proposal that was brought forward by then Stephen Harper's government with respect to the documents for Afghan detainees when there was a dispute around redactions and productions of papers at that time. Since last December, for nearly a year, we've been advocating to move forward with a proposal that would find a reasonable balance of ensuring Parliament could see these documents while at the same time protecting that which needs to be kept confidential. It is today, I think, extremely important, not only with respect to Winnipeg Labs, but because this is done unanimously, it provides, I think, a guidepost for future parliaments when there are questions around documents or redactions to have those adjudicated. And I'm going to talk just for 1 second about what this process will be. We know that we had initially stated that the Committee of Parliamentarians that's responsible for looking at security matters, NSICOP, would have an opportunity to take a look at all documents. The opposition had raised the concern that if there was a dispute around redactions, that they had no way of disagreeing or adjudicating that. This process will allow for opposition members to challenge redactions, to challenge what information hasn't been made public, and they can then appeal to a panel of experts, 3 former judges, who will then be able to take a look independently at whether or not those redactions should have taken place and make a binding decision that neither the government nor the opposition can challenge about whether or not that information should be released publicly. I think this should give Canadians everywhere an enormous amount of security, that the information that they are getting is full and complete and is the maximum extent of what is able to be shared. And it means that the opposition has an opportunity not only to look at every single document, but also have the opportunity to challenge any redaction that they think is inappropriate. I should also mention that the opposition parties are similarly responsible with the government for choosing who these judges are, to make sure that they're independent and that they're going to serve the best and highest public interest. So it's my hope that this will allow us to get answers for folks who worry about whether or not there might be things hidden in redactions. Having those kinds of questions exist out there fuels conspiracy theories and distrust in our institutions, and it's bad for this place. So today is an important win for Parliament. It's an important win for transparency, and I think it sets into concrete something very foundational for the future of our Parliament and country. Est-ce qu'il y a des questions ou commentaires? Non. Merci beaucoup.